Sword of Torgald will be the map, and this is round 2 between Parkmap and Thanqul. So let's throw up that intro card so you guys get a visual representation of what the hell is going to go on. Here we are, Malekith versus Karl Franz, and honestly, and of all the matchups, I know these always pull up the main lord for the faction, but out of all the matchups, this is the one I most often see Malekith and Karl Franz actually being brought. So maybe the intro card will be accurate in terms of Lord's pick, but only time will tell. Let's go into the battle and see what these players have brought for us. So best of luck to the two of them, and time to see if Thanqul can take this up to a 2-0 lead, putting him at a distinct advantage, or if Parkmap is going to bring it back to 1-1. That doesn't seem structurally sound. Like that tower just hanging off the left of this tower? That doesn't look right to me. That thing should totally come crumbling down. Bretonnian architecture is absurd, guys. These cities are death traps. Just be sitting in here in my reading nook in this tower, and then one day it's just going to break off from the building, fall down to my death. All right, here we go. They're loading in now. All right, starting with the Empire, since they have a bigger army, harder to keep track of. For the infantry, 4 spearmen. We're then going to see 4 swordsmen. Going to have Empire Knights, 2 of them, and then 3 pistoliers. Holy cow, 4 pistoliers. Got Outriders with grenade launchers, 3 of them. Shetland Apache, if you're in here, I don't know if you may have just, gotten a bit of an erection. I don't blame you, because I know you love grenade launchers, and I have never seen 3 grenade launchers in a single Empire army. That is absolutely absurd. I'm curious to see how they do. He has a great cannon over here, and for the leadership, we're going to have a Grey Wizard. Going to have Penumbral Pendulum, nothing else in the Power Stone, and then we have Boris Todbringer on his horse. He's going to have the Midland Runefang for that regeneration, and then he's also got Crush the Weak and the White Cloak of Ulrich, along with Hold the Line. So some serious debuffs to the enemy here, and then some nice buffs to his own units as well. So a very interesting Empire army. I don't think I've ever seen this kind of composition, so curious to see how it performs. Now, going over to the Dark Elves, looks like we're going to be looking at a more traditional army. Going to have a front line of 2 Bleak Swords, 2 Dread Spears, one of which will be the Helebrone, the Poison ROR. Got the Sisters of Singing Doom for that Terror and Rampage. We got a single Bolt Thrower, Reaper Bolt Thrower. And then we're going to have 2 Scourge Runner Chariots, so just the regular variants of those. On the left flank, we'll see the most of the Cav forces. We have some Dark Riders Repeater Crossbows, who will probably be pretty effectively countered by Pistoliers if they get chased. Then we're going to have 2 Cold One Knights and Slaanesh's Harvesters, ROR Doomfire Warlocks. For the leader, we have Marathi up in the air. She's going to have the Wand of Carried On for that Doombolt bound item. She's going to have Deadly Onslaught, Soul Stealer, Melkoth Mystify Miasma, Doom and Darkness, Heartrender and the Dark Sword, Enchanting Beauty, Greater Arcane Conduit, Spiteful Conjuration, and Life Leeching. So both her and Boris are going to be having a debuff party whenever they get in combat. Grenade launchers are up front, and they need to be careful. Slaanesh's Harvesters, if they come catch them, game. Outriders coming over here, immediately going to fire into the Sisters of Singing Doom. I love this pick. Let's see how this first volley does. I'm going to do a decent little bit of damage, but the other grenade launcher's now coming over. And Yeah. These grenade launchers, if utilized correctly, should be able to do very well against the Dark Elf infantry forces here, just punishing those very tightly packed Dark Elf formations. And over here, look at that. Repeater crossbows getting some nice initial damage against Pistoliers, but then another Pistolier comes over here, and unlike the Dark Riders, the Pistoliers can fire while moving. It does seem like they're not on fire at will. I like not having them on fire at will, but usually when I'm chasing another skirmisher like this, I'll just turn them on to fire at will so they can keep shooting them as they're chasing. And then the Coldlow Knights over here are coming after the Pistoliers and the other unit of grenade launchers. But right now, seeing some very good micro from Thanqul. He's actually playing this quite well. We'll see if he can keep up the micro. It's obviously not the easiest playstyle to sustain. But there goes a Melkos Mystifying Miasma on top of the Pistoliers. Doomfire Warlocks are going to close that gap and probably make really quick work of them. Over here, grenade launchers taking some damage from the Scourgerunner Chariots. I don't like when they get too close to them because those Scourgerunner Chariots are just getting so much value. But look at that friendly fire into the Cold One Knights from these Scourgerunner Chariots. It's actually doing quite a lot, but oh no! Are these two grenade launchers going to start routing? They are, and they are right at the edge of the map. And if they get routed off, ouch. That is so much value being taken from the Empire army right there. And the balance of power is going to start reflecting it. Oh god, that is such a bummer. Yeah, these guys are... I don't know. They may come back, and as long as they come back before they rout off the edge of the map, they can easily peel off, come back to the safety of their own Empire army before the Coldland Knights can catch them, because Coldland Knights are pretty slow, even for heavy cavalry. Alright, there they are. They're regrouping. They need to be microed. Are they going to get microed in time? Okay, they're starting to run. Coldland Knights are trying to block off their avenue of escape, but I just think it's going to be a rather difficult thing to do. 66 speed versus 84 speed. So, yeah. Over here, going to see some Pistoliers taking some damage. Oh, a Penumbral Pendulum going right through the Slaneshi Harvesters, devastating their health. Ouch. They are routing now, and there's Empire Knights on top of them. Soul Stealer has been popped by Marathi, but, you know, at that point, that's a huge loss for the Dark Elves, and that's bringing the balance of power back to dead even, and now those grenade launchers are coming back into the game, so we'll see how they do. Cold One Knights losing to the combination of the Empire Knights and the Swordsmen, with the Pistoliers just harassing them from the side. And Thanqul, our Empire player, is playing this beautifully, I have to say. I think the Dark Elves still have a strong chance to win this, but they're just been taking so much damage. And if these grenade launchers are able to come back to the fight, avoid the Cold One Knights, then they'll be okay. But oh no, this one getting caught once again by the Cold One Knights. And it looks like this one's going to start trying to fire in maybe while they're blobbed up, but I would really like to see these units coming out over here and shooting the units that they should be shooting, which is going to be the Sisters of Singing Doom and the Dark Elf Infantry. If anything's going to really make the Empire lose this battle, it's if the Dark Elf Infantry just goes unchecked. Dark Elf Infantry completely outclasses the Empire Infantry, but it does look like he's at least doing a good job here, taking down the Sisters of Singing Doom, using Boris and some generic spearmen, and now he has some Pistoliers on the other side, so we'll see what happens there. Over here, looks like we're going to see the Empire Knights in combat with Marathi. Marathi's going to do just fine here. There goes the Soul Stealer. Going to start melting those Empire Knights. And I guess only time will tell. The Slaneshi's Harvesters are down to 8 models, so even with the Soul Stealer, they probably won't be able to regenerate much HP. Cannon's going to be firing away into the Scourgerunner Chariots by the looks of it. But Marathi just got a very big win here, routing the Empire Knights. These guys have been shattered. The other Outrider grenade launcher is very weak. And can you just imagine if these grenade launchers were over here at this stage of the battle, blowing up Dread Spears, blowing up the Witch Elves? Balance of power is going back towards the middle. So anyone's game here. Both players playing this very well, playing it cautiously. But I do think the Empire's made some pretty big mistakes with the micro of their cav units. And over here, look at this. Empire Knights are just sitting here idle on the edge of the map after they chased a unit off. And they need to get back into the action. Reaper Bolt Thrower is starting to fire away, targeting the Pistoliers at the moment. And here comes the Wand of Caridon on top of this Grey Wizard. Going to get attacked by Marathi. Oh my goodness, look at the damage that just did. But here comes another Penumbral Pendulum. Oh man, we just hit a lag. I mean, it's kind of fun to watch it in slow motion, not gonna lie. Hella Broni just melting away after that cast. Spirit Leech, Soul Stealer being thrown down here. And Marathi's gonna kill off the Grey Wizard. The Grey Wizard was such an important unit here, and the Empire is just continuing to lose important units, and I think this is just going further and further in favor of the Dark Elves. As the Empire, I mean, not to be harsh, it just seems like they're making some mistakes. They're not really targeting the units they should be targeting. They're letting Pistoliers get caught. They let the grenade launchers get caught. And there's no grenade launchers on the field anymore. And they had 3. So much value just getting taken off the field. And it's still not over for the Empire. I want to make that clear. But holy cow, they don't have their cannon anymore. They don't have their grenade launchers anymore. They don't have their caster anymore. And yeah, I guess time will tell. Empire Knights are coming back over here to the main engagements. Boris Todbringer diving into the Slaneshi Harvesters. Word of Pain going to be cast down here, really debuffing Boris and his friends, but I think the Slaneshi Harvesters are going to start routing. Yes, they are. And now it's Coldland Knights in the mix-up. Alright, time to see if these Empire Knights can help pin the Dread Spears in place so Boris can get some damage on him. Because otherwise these lovely Scourge Runner Chariots are just going to pull through everything. I guess the Pistoliers may be able to stop them with their mass. So time will tell. And here comes a beautiful rear charge onto the Coldland Knights by the Empire Knights. And there goes Rampage, and they're going to start routing pretty soon here. And now, if Marathi gets caught on the ground, like, Empire Knights just turn around right now. Turn around, hit him, hit her, hit her, hit her, hit her, pin her in the ground. Nope, she's going to take off. Yeah. That could have been the moment where they killed the Dark Elves off for good. But over here, the Empire Knights are now diving into the Scourge Runner Chariots. I like that pick, but a huge Soul Stealer going down. And the Wand of Carried On being focused on top of Boris. This is a close fight, guys. Balance of Power is going back and forth, and Wand of Carried On doing a lot of damage to Boris right there. Bringing the Balance of Power actually in favor of the Dark Elves now. And this Reaper Bolt Thrower, it's low on ammunition, but I do not know why it was left alive. And I worry that actually may be the thing that tips the scale. But here, look at this. Boris Todbringer very low on health. Marathi getting low on health as well. And boom, Boris going to stagger her. And she's wavering now. Is he going to get another big hit? There you go. Pistoler shooting into her. She's routing. And oh my god, what a match. I definitely thought the Empire was looking rough there, but it looks like just in the nick of time. Going to do a lot of damage to Marathi. And that's probably going to kick off army losses for the Dark Elves. Indeed it shall. And a beautiful second game here to Thanqul. Well played to him. And he is going to take a quick 2-0 lead over Parkmap in this best of 5 final. But super well played to both of those players. Yeah, Empire managed to pull it back together and get it done. But that was a lot of back and forth. That was crazy. The last unit live is the Bolt Thrower. Yeah. So, no, very good game. Thanqul and Parkmap really going back and forth there a ton. Like, that was a very back and forth game, and it was beautiful. So, 2-0 for Thanqul. We'll see if Parkmap can claw his way back into this best of 3. I do want to remind everyone, the weekend before last, it was similar situation in the regular tournament. Flying Taco was down 2-0 to Anticity, and he was able to win 3 battles in a row to take that best of 5 series. So, we'll see if something similar happens here, or if we're going to see Thanqul, shut down Parkmap in a very convincing victory here. Both players playing very well today, though.